What is going on, y'all? I'm Hunter Doyle here from Philly Insider Podcast. Another trade video as the trade deadline quickly approaches. Today we've got Zach Plesac, a guy who is reportedly on the Phillies' radar. Shout out to Troy H. He mentioned it before anyone else in my community tab. Zach Plesac is 27 years old, still has 3 years of arbitration. He's making $2 million right now. And by the numbers, 18 games started, 99 innings pitched. He's 2-8 this year. Run support has been a big issue. 4.09 ERA, 1.26 WHIP, 72 strikeouts, 253 batting average against, a 4.18 FIP, and a 0 WAR exactly. So he will be pitching today. Keep an eye on him. This is a big start as other teams are also looking to maybe add him. Pitch arsenal: 92 mile an hour fastball, 4-seam, 85 mile an hour slider, an 86 mile an hour changeup, and a 79 mile an hour curveball. So he is largely dependent on that fastball command. As you can see with that velocity, he kind of has to be. When he misses, it's usually up in the zone. Now, he likes to change eye level, which can be risky. He does have 5 home runs and 10 doubles against him off of that fastball. And same thing with the changeup. It usually misses up in the zone, which has led to 9 extra base hits off of that pitch as well. Now, I like the strategy because I do think it's valuable. With all 3 of his top pitches, fastball, changeup, slider, he is able to use them up in the zone, and he can locate them up in the zone. It's just about with that fastball, getting it elevated enough to where it's not going to catch too much of the zone, and maybe you hit it on that outside corner or jam them inside. And the slider, I think he actually does a really good job of locating up in the zone as well. And it can be deceptive. If you're able to change the eye level with all 3 of those pitches, it can be tough to know what's coming. But I do think he just needs to get it down in the zone when that's where he's supposed to locate it, and he'll be a little bit better, right? Changeup, I think, will be huge because he'll be able to generate more ground balls off of that. The slider, though, I think he has been able to get it down in the zone when he's needed to, and then he elevates it when he needs to in the right situations, right? He's not going to elevate it in a situation where it's going to get taken to the stands. Slider has been his best pitch, honestly, throughout his career in terms of numbers and just off of watching him pitch. I mean, career 186 batting average against off of it. This year, hitters are hitting just 212 with 6 extra base hits and 121 at-bats, and it has generated 43 of his 72 strikeouts. Next closest pitch is his changeup with 13 strikeouts. He just does a good job low and away to righties. He gets them fishing. It's nothing crazy. It's not the most insane movement on a slider you've ever seen, but he just commands it well, and he sets it up well with how he sequences his pitches and how he gets those first 2 strikes. He'll freeze you with the fastballs in the corners occasionally too, and when he's doing that, he's usually going to have a really, really good day because, as my one friend Seth put it, who is a Guardians fan, when Plesac is on, he is on. I mean, there's really no stopping him. So if he's able to locate well and he has command on a certain or a given day, really good command, he's going to have a really phenomenal start. Now the curveball it's a solid 4th pitch. There are times where he's able to get guys to swing and miss at it, but he's also using it less than 10% of the time. It's really just to keep hitters on their toes, but he just does not have great control or command of it. It's something he really needs to work on. There's just times where it just sails on him and he just can't even get it anywhere near the zone. So if that can develop a little bit, he's not young, but he's still got time to develop it for sure. If he can get that up to speed, it might be like Syndergaard. Syndergaard uses his curveball around 10% of the time as well, but he's able to use it effectively when he does go to it and generate a lot of swing and misses. Refreshing to see a pitcher who can work well off of 3 good pitches. Walk rate just 2.36 per 9 and has been under 2.5 in the past 3 seasons. The only year it was above 3 was in his rookie year. 15 of his 18 starts have been 5 innings or more this year. Great to see. That's what we need. 10 have been 6 innings or more, and he has 9 quality starts. Hasn't gone 7 innings yet this season, though. So need to work on that pitch count a little bit and be able to just last a little bit longer on certain days. We're going to need, every once in a while you need a game where they can go 7, right? But I like it. It's, in terms of production, that seems very similar to the Kyle Gibson pickup last year to me. Look, most of his starts he's going 5 innings or more. He's keeping you in the baseball game. I think that's what the Phillies are looking for again this year, especially with Eflin sidelined. In his recent start versus Boston, I felt like it was a good demonstration of kind of what he'll average out to over the course of the season. So he had 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 earned runs, did give up a couple extra base hits. But look, 5 innings, 3 runs, that's keeping you in the game. Got into a little bit of trouble, but overall, not amazing, but also not bad. You'll take that. Just solid and keeps you in games. And when he's on, like I said. He's also one of the best fielding pitchers. I mean, he takes pride in fielding his position, and he is ridiculously athletic. Made some incredible plays over the past few years. It's really fun to watch. And he's got one of the best right-handed pickoff moves, if not the best. I mean, this guy, people are on notice now, so he's not picking off as many guys who are caught sleeping because they're going to be well aware when he's on the mound. But man, does he get some guys sleeping over there. And his rookie year, I believe he picked off 6 guys in the whole season. I think the fact that he's 27 with 3 years of arbitration could make him a bit more expensive. And looking at the Luis Castillo trade, I'm not sure anything's going to be super cheap. I mean, the Mariners had to give up 3 of their top 5 prospects. So the returns for the bigger names could be massive. If someone like Pablo Lopez gets dealt, that's going to be a big deal. Frankie Montez, I think, is going to be the next to go. That's going to be a big deal. I think Plesac might be a little bit cheaper than those guys, but I also think, the price has to be right? I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. There's a lot of buyers, but now the tone has kind of been set by that Castillo deal. Like I said, price is right. I think you do it. But I think if, Brad Keller or Tyler Mahle is on the market, maybe you go after one of them if Plesac is a little more expensive. I'm not saying those guys are going to be cheaper, but they have just 1 extra year of control, and then they go into free agency. That's also kind of a plus. If they don't pitch well, you're not stuck with them. Versus Plesac, I mean, if he doesn't pitch well, you have him for 3 more years. If he does pitch well, though, I mean, that's also a huge plus. You get him in the best years of his career. So it kind of goes both ways. I think Plesac's a better pitcher than Brad Keller or Tyler Mahle. That's my personal opinion. I think you could make an argument either way, but I think he's a better pitcher than those guys. But I just think the price might be a little bit cheaper for them. But we will see. I like Plesac. I think he takes a lot of pride in how he plays, and he plays with a lot of energy, a lot of passion. I love it. And I'm really hoping we can pick him up. I think it'd be huge for us as long as we don't give up too much. So this is one of the guys I'm going to say, yes, I would like to have him on the Phillies. Looking forward. He starts today. I'm looking forward to seeing how he pitches for Cleveland today. So thank y'all for watching. God bless. Let me know any more videos you guys want me to squeeze in before the deadline, and we will see y'all later. Peace out.